watching while some old friends do a line, holding back the want to in my own addicted mind, wishing it was still a thing even I could do. Wishing all these old things were new, watching while some young men go to jail, and they show it all on TV just to see somebody fail.
Two little boys had two little toys. Each had a wooden horse. Daily they played each summer's day, warriors both of course. One little chap he had on his heart, broke on his horse's head. Oh, how he cried, then wept with joy as his young playmate said. What did he say?
Do you think I will make you cry when there's room on my horse for two?
Climb up here, Jack, and don't be crying. Here we go, goes your horse with for two.
Hello and welcome to My Uncle's Hat. As I promised you guys back in series 5 of our show, the second Christmas special we are back for the best of My Uncle's Hat, and we're going to be recapping some of the old clips, some of the best clips that you guys, the audience member out there, have voted on, and it promises to be a great night tonight. Charlie, how have you been since the last show?
Great to be back, goalie. Proof that liposuction works. Goalie Metcalf. Welcome back to the show, folks. After an unprolonged hiatus, we're back with the best of, and it's just fabulous to be back in front of the screens again. But as I'm sure you've guessed, and as Goalie has subtly suggested, no new clips tonight, folks. You're going to be seeing all the best of the best 14 clips as chosen by you, the audience, based on their humour.
It's funny you should say that, Charlie, because normally when you look at some of these shows where you know the best of or the countdowns. No, I'm fine, thanks, Charlie. Normally when you look back at these kind of shows, it's usually the top 10, the top 20, and you're probably asking yourselves, guys, why the top 14? The reason for that is we've had split decisions. When you guys sent in the votes, it's unbelievable the diversity and the amount of clips that you thought was the best, and we decided not to let the people down and to add on the extra 4 clips that has been voted in. So guys, it's probably an extra bit of treat for you. We're not going to try and screw you here and do
it's great to add in the 14 clips that have been chosen. Yeah,
that's it, exactly. Okay, have been chosen. So Charlie, if there's nothing else, without any further ado, we're going to move on to number 14.
Talk to us about that, Goalie.
Well, number 14, if you guys can remember, is when we had Jake Stevens in the show back in series 3, if you remember. And Jake, the reason I think that you guys voted this, and a lot of the comments that we had, was Jake was, it was funny because Jake was asked a very personal question regarding some revelations that was in his life at that time, and he was reluctant to answer the questions. And Charlie, I remember you forced the answer out of him, and when he answered when he answered the question, you weren't interested at all, and he actually kept repeating his answers, and I thought that was hilarious. One point I think you should guys look out for is the reference to strawberries. And what you guys wouldn't have known or got at the time is that Jake actually demanded to have strawberries in his dressing room.
I'll never forget that. He went on and on, folks, before the show about strawberries in his dressing room. It was the only way he was coming on stage. That's probably why you noticed that Goalie isn't on stage with us when we did the interview. Goalie had to make sure the strawberries were kept at a perfect temperature. That's the kind of man Jake Stevens is and has become, as we've seen on his new TV show.
He's a bit of a diva. Yeah. Is there anything that you remember about that interview, or anything you'd like to say before we watch the clip?
I remember being surprised by the filth. I thought, we promised that it was going to be a clean show, that one. I mean, we were on a tight leash and the budget as well by our channel.
Okay, guys, coming in at number 14, Jake Stevens and the Labrador.
What do you feel about the revelations with regards to your private life of recent days?
What kind of revelation are you talking about?
Now, Jake, it's a good show. I can't see on there.
What I want to say is, okay, you're asking me a question there and you're not really specifying. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume I know what you're talking about. Okay? You're talking about me, the Labrador, and the Jack Russell. Okay? What happened there was, and this is no word of a lie, I went out of my house one day after giving the girlfriend a alright?
I completely understand.
And I came across this Labrador and he was giving an L, Jack Russell an L.
I completely follow so far and I completely stand with you. Yes, yes, I understand. Yes,
Alright? That's what he was doing to the Labrador.
I understand.
I'm a bit uncomfortable answering this question.
Jake, this is a private.
Put me into a corner here.
Jake, feel relaxed. Relax. The strawberries in your dressing room. This is just you and me.
The truth is that I'm sorry for the girl. I'm sorry for the girl that I walked down on that day. But she didn't do it for me. She didn't turn me on. So I went out there to that Jack Russell and I was given a Labrador one. And I stuck me in the Labradors. And I'm telling you now, there's one thing I'd like to say to people out there.
Probably best you don't, Jake. Probably best you don't.
There's one thing I'd like to say. We're human beings. We're attracted to other human beings.
We are. Yeah.
There's animals out there attracted to other animals. But we need to realize it's a circle of life. And we're all attracted to the same type of things.
Attracted to the same type of thing.
So I gave the Labrador a...
Well, that was number 14 on the charts. If you thought that was funny, guys, just wait until you see what number 1 is. I bet you guys can't wait. Okay, what's number 13, Charlie?
I actually haven't got it written down, so to the best of my memory what the fans voted for number 13.
So you're saying you're not organised for the show, Charlie, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I'm busy because I have current other shows at the moment with me. I have a blank space for number 13, folks, which means it isn't that funny. I'm guessing Goldie is at the heart of this scene.
That is actually incorrect, Charlie, if you had done your research, and that's probably why you're having some problems now at the moment. But in that number 13, guys, is Beatrix Kiddo, aka the bride, from that film based on her life, Kill Bill.
Yeah, Juju.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what you guys, you voted this in at number 13, and I think it's funny because you were asking her again, Charlie, you're actually sent her this piece of footage. You were asking her about Bill, and if Bill was still alive today.
I remember now. That was a very touching, actually. Moment. I don't understand why the fans picked that as a funny moment. I felt it was very, very touching for Beatrice. She was really getting across stuff that she hadn't prepared and that I don't think was comfortable saying on air. Right?
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think it was funny in the sense of the reaction that she had, and the way you played up to that, because she was very upset, and she turned to the camera, if you guys remember, and she was saying, Bill, and you kept telling her that Bill wasn't here, and she kind of got confused, and she broke out crying, which was kind of like a crying laugh.
Too many kicks to the head.
Absolutely, that's what that was. Why is it funny for you, Charlie?
Well, as you know, I have a very big fondness for people with mental disabilities, and I mean, Beatrix Kiddo was there, and she was an easy target.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so memorable to me.
Okay, we are going to go on to number 13 now, but just as an extra little treat for you guys, some unseen footage is after the clip, a bit of an outtake, and it might be a bit of a bombshell, a revelation for you guys when you see this outtake. It was very funny at the time, so enjoy. Number 13, Beatrix Kiddo.
So if Bill was here today watching, what would you have to say to him?
Bill!
He's not here. It's a hypothetical question.
What I would say to him is, Bill, why did you do what you did?
He's not here. What would she say?
Oh, what I would say is, Bill. Oh, I'm so upset I can't even answer the question.
I guess that says a lot.
It's a tough question.
It was a very intense relate. Some of the viewers here remember their children misunderstand. I have a question here, little Tommy hanging in. He's still alive. Sorry about that.